Mein Deutsch ist nicht sehr gut.
Ich liebe meinen Job. Und ich liebe euch. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Annabelle, to those who are new to this channel, and to those who've always been there, welcome back. So today we have our guest again. If you watched my previous videos, you've already met her before. Her name is
Mimi,
and she has her own YouTube channel, guys. Please, this is the name of her channel. Go check her out and subscribe and support a sister. So today we're going to talk about living in Germany in general, like how it is to live here, the challenges, everything. Like we're just going to talk about everything living in Germany.
Yep.
Are you ready, Mimi?
I'm down. I'm ready. I'm good to go.
Okay, so let's start.
Yeah.
So maybe we are first going to talk about since when are we living in Germany? How long have we been here?
Yeah, so for me, I've been in Germany for 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been living here, I think, since 2015. It's almost 5 years now. Like, yeah, I've been here.
She's a German now.
A little bit. So what do you like about living in Germany?
I like the nature. They have really nice nature. I like the work ethic. You know, it challenges you mentally. So I like that because I like a challenge. I like a mental challenge. The cities, the culture. There's like the old European style and look to things.
True. That's very beautiful. Like the buildings here are very beautiful.
Yeah.
One thing I like about Germany is order. Like it's organized, guys.
Yeah.
Talking about it now because it's Corona time anyway, like people were panicking, buying old tissues, like everything from the supermarkets. But Germany was like, you know what? We are still going to provide. We are organized that way. No matter if you buy everything from the supermarkets or anything, we are still going to provide. So relax. There's so much order in this country that I don't really understand.
It's a lot of order.
It's more than order, guys. It's a lot of order. And the culture, the food, like the food is also very diverse. You can find anything from Italian to African in Germany. They don't really stick to German food or anything, but they are also accommodative to other cultures. So I like that about that. They're really accommodative. Like there are also African festivals. I don't remember in Zimbabwe having a German festival or a German restaurant or something like this. So I think they're really accommodative. This is one thing I like about it. So let's talk about things that we don't like about German.
Okay.
I know it's a list, but
I don't know. I think that I'm a little bit biased because I have had a hard time. I have had a very hard time. I'm a kind of person who is not really built for Germany. I don't like rules. I am disorganized. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being told how to act. And that's all I ever hear in Germany. So, I need to stick to the rules.
That's definitely a wrong place for you because
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Okay, I get it.
The number one thing I don't like about Germany is rules. There's There's just too many rules.
There's too much rules for you, girl.
And then I also feel there's like a kind of conformity. There's like a culture of conformity. Of like you must be a certain way and you must do a certain thing. Like a kind of...
Like they stick to the status quo.
Yes.
You can't really improvise. You have to do what is written on the book.
Yes. And I hate the status quo.
I hope you understand that, guys.
So it's
really hard.
That's what's difficult for me.
Yeah.
And it's weird because for me, what bugs me is when you don't stick to the status quo.
Yeah.
I'm used to people being like, oh, that's just Mimi. That's what she does, and that's it.
That's it, and they accept.
It. But over here, it's like, no, you cannot do that. You must be like this. And I'm like, no. Why does it bug you?
Because it's written on the book. You're supposed to behave like this in a restaurant. For example, you can't get into a restaurant and start eating on your own hands. Yeah. Like it's written in the book. People eat with forks and knives. Like, why are you eating with your hands?
Yeah, that's difficult. That's
very
But
hard.
maybe it's also because I stay in a more rural part and stuff like this.
Yeah.
When I moved to Munich and stuff like this, it was a lot more relaxed than the others.
It was a lot more chill.
It was a lot more chill. I mean, you still find it there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but people are a lot more accommodating than it was in the more rural areas. Yeah.
Okay. One thing I don't like about Germany, like, it's weather. It's cold. Wally, like why? Like, why should we wear jerseys all the time? We want to shine.
Yeah.
You know, we want to wear our mini skirts and our crop tops or everything like that. But Germany would never allow you to do that.
Only in the summer.
Only in summer, and summer is about 2 or 3 months. That's it. And the whole year it's cold. Like, for me, a spring and a fall, it's already winter because it's really cold. Yeah. This is one thing I don't like about Germany. And the other thing is bureaucracy, like the whole paperwork thing. Yeah. Like, you can't just be you in Germany without having to fill a paper of doing anything. You can't just stand on the road and sell your tomatoes from your garden. Like, you need to go through office A, B, C, and D to get allowance to stand on the road and sell your tomatoes. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. It's really crazy. Yeah. If you've been an au pair here and you know what you go through, like, you know, for us au pairs, we never had it hard. Like, to get a place for social year, to get a place for apprenticeship, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's you go through a lot of paperwork. And then the third thing would be what you said already. Like, you can't just be you in Germany. There are things that are done, there are things that are not supposed to be done. Like, you have to stick to the status quo. Yeah. Why do you want to eat with your hands in a restaurant? The paper says you eat with fork and knife. Please stick to that, or else you don't fit on this society.
Or and just some funny things, like maybe if you are, like, I was the kind of person who I'd just be laughing on the road with my friends and randomly talking to a person on the road, you know, and somebody will just be looking at you like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, can you loosen up? This is life is not that serious.
Yeah, can you please chill? Can you please chill? But it's not like Germans are very, I don't know, maybe they're very sensitive people in a way, and they're also not so, they're nice people, don't get me wrong, but it takes time for them to get used to a person. And when they like you, then they really like you.
That's true.
They are genuine about that.
That's true.
But it takes time until you get to a point where they really like you. You would have gone through a lot of, what's wrong with you? Yeah. Why are you dancing on the streets? Like, until they understand your culture and where you're coming from and all those norms, then it takes time. Then they like you. It works. But it's usually like, I can't just be me. Why can't I just walk around and dance on the streets? Like, they really stick to a certain book or whatever, to the rules. It's really hard. Yeah. So what are the challenges? Have you ever faced any challenges living here?
Quite enough.
Okay.
It's not the easiest place to make friends, especially if you don't know the language.
Okay. That's very true.
Yeah. Because Germans, they're a little bit more closed.
Introvert.
Yeah, they're more introverted, you know? And so for me, it's very hard to make friends with an introverted person.
True.
And I realized that they will be expecting you to be extroverted.
Yeah.
But they are not being extroverted. So if you give them, if you give a German what they give you, they'll be so upset. They'll think that you don't like them. But I'm like, but you don't talk to me either.
This is how it is. If you don't talk to me, then I'm not talking to you.
For me, I'm fine with it because that's how things work back home. Like, if you don't talk to me, then I don't talk to you. And life is good, we go on. But then it's like they'll be like really bugged. Like, why don't you like me? Like,
Like, why are you not talking to
And
me?
I'm like, but you're not talking to me either.
Yeah.
So for me, just this kind of dimension, I mean, I'm slowly figuring it out, like, whereby they expect me to be the kind of person who gives them permission to get to know me.
Yeah, true.
And for me, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And okay, we can work with this.
Let's see how it goes. But yeah. I think that's one thing. I think I'm used to extroverted cultures.
Yeah, okay.
And
it's like open and
yes. And so for me, it's easy to make friends with people because people are normally extroverted around me.
Yeah.
And so I've never really had to make friends with introverted people.
Mm-hmm.
I just never made friends with introverted people. I'm just like, oh, you're introverted, so you're not my friend.
Yeah.
And now everybody around me tends to be introverted, and I'm like, okay, so I guess
when
I have to start figuring out how to make friends with introverted people. Yeah, and it's difficult. But I realized that once you make like a friend, like once you cut through that
that bridge is down.
once you cut through that, they are such nice people. They are such nice, extremely nice people.
Yeah.
But you have to have a hammer. Like
you have to work for it. You're working for it.
Okay. Yeah.
I think one of my challenges would have been trying to integrate, like trying to be part of the society. It has been really difficult because using your own methods of just getting into a group of people and start talking and back home it's easy like that. But with Germans it's a bit different. You can get into a group and start talking and think like you made a joke and they don't laugh. They just look at you and leave the room. This is how hard it can be.
It's a different sense of humor.
It's a different sense of humor. This is very true. So you end up like zurückziehen, like you take a step back a little bit. And then taking a step back is taking a part of you away because you are always there and coming in front and laughing and talking and joking, but you come to a society where people are not just joking and talking and everything. I would say they are very sensitive people. Sometimes they don't even get the jokes that you make with them. They take it to the next level and they're getting angry or something like that. So you really have to be careful. So if you are not that careful person and having to learn to be careful takes a part of you away. And
you can't be open anymore.
You can't be open or free anymore. You always have to get into a situation and think, okay, what am I supposed to say? Is it okay? How am I supposed to say it? Am I gonna offend anyone who is here, who's sitting? It's difficult. So you'd rather just be home and be alone than to go out there and integrate. Like it's really difficult.
It takes a lot of energy.
The other thing would be the language. The language has been really challenging. I mean, I speak the language now. It's been 5 years, right? But getting to where I am right now, it has been a struggle.
It's hard.
It's really hard. Yeah.
For me as well. I mean, I have B1, but like Germans are very they're perfectionists, and so
it's true. One thing I don't like about them.
They're such perfectionists, you know. And for me, I've been a kind of person whereby it doesn't. For me, speaking a language, it's not about being perfect. It's about being understood. So, for example, when I'm learning how to speak Swahili or something like that, I speak broken Swahili and slowly, and I just keep on speaking until over time it improves. But in Germany, it's like every time you say something wrong or broken, it's always being corrected. Always being corrected.
There's no single second that goes by without being corrected if you say something wrong. Like you just have to.
I'm like, can I just finish my thoughts? Can I finish my sentence?
Can I just finish my sentence before you're correcting me?
And then if you don't completely understand me at all, then... So that for me has kind of made me kind of too lazy to learn German because I'm like, I cannot. Maybe I just don't. Maybe I'm just stubborn,
Yeah, maybe
I'm just stubborn.
Maybe it's on you.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I have to
do
some self-reflection and be like, okay, fine.
No, but I have the same thoughts as well. This whole correction thing, before I even finish my sentence. I mean, it's the language and I'm learning it for crying out loud. But why should you just cut my sentence right away? Yeah. Like,
it's like telling a baby, no.
It's like, no, you have to say this. Nein, das stimmt nicht. Du sollst so und so sagen. Oder du sollst so und so sagen. Nein, das stimmt gar nicht. Oder das ist falsch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
you
really
need time.
hard.
You need time to pick it up and get comfortable with it on your mouth.
Exactly.
And sometimes you don't feel like you're being given that opportunity because every time it's like, no, it must be like this.
Yeah, no, it's wrong. No, it's wrong. And when you hear a lot of that, you end up not trusting yourself to say something.
Yeah.
And when you don't say it, then you don't learn.
You don't learn.
Do you have any sentence that you will say in German? Like say one sentence in German and translate it, what it means.
Mein Deutsch ist nicht sehr gut.
Good one.
Ja. Oder ich kann kein Deutsch sprechen. Nee, aber das ist sehr negativ.
Stimmt gar nicht.
Ja, vielleicht ich kann auch sagen, mein Name ist Mimi.
Ja.
Oder so. Ja.
I'll talk about my work.
Ja.
Ich arbeite mit Menschen mit Behinderung und meine Arbeit macht mich sehr viel Spaß. Ich liebe meinen Job und ich liebe euch.
Ja. She's German. She's total,
not even.
Total
I'm
Deutsch. Total deutsche Frau.
Total deutsche Frau. Ja, du lernst langsam, du kommst auch.
Ich bin total afrikanische Frau.
Nach 2 Jahren werde ich dich fragen, oh, willkommen in Deutschland, total deutsche Frau. Es dauert ein bisschen, du brauchst ein bisschen Zeit und dann... Okay.
Ich bin hardcore, afrikanisch. Hardcore.
Sind nur 2 Jahre. Bleib noch 3 Jahre und du wirst sehen. Es kommt schon. And yeah, what advice would you give to someone who wants to come to Germany?
You have to be strong, mentally strong up here.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to be very because you're going to have so many different things flying at you that if you're not, strong in your head, it can literally drive you crazy because it's I think the thing what you don't realize is that it's a completely different culture. Yeah, it's a completely different culture.
That's very true.
When you're going into other places like UK or something, African cultures tend to have a lot of maybe say British culture mixed into it, or a French culture mixed into it
because of colonization and all that,
And so there are certain things which are familiar if you go to other places, if you go to Canada, if you go to the US or whatever.
Yeah.
These things are, it's not so crazy.
Yeah.
But when you come to Germany, it's a completely different, it's not like a British culture. It's not like a American culture. It's a German culture. And so the shock that you will get is a complete and total electric shock. It's a complete and total, you're like,
you're right.
What are you doing?
Why am I here? How did I even learn how to German?
Yeah. So,
but when you get used to it, it becomes really interesting.
Yeah. You have to get used to it.
It's a totally different world. That's very true.
It opens up your mind, and you realize that the world has more than just one culture or 2 cultures, or you realize parts of yourself that you never knew existed.
And it changes, and it changes you in a certain way. Yeah. So it could be negative, it could be positive, depending on where you're
standing.
On
you,
you
choose if you want to change you for the negative or the positive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, me, one advice I would give would be you learn the language. Don't just come here. You need the language. If you are coming here, you need the language.
It's hard, but you must.
It's hard, but you must. There's something about language. Language brings people together.
That's true.
And it can make your life very, very easier if you can speak the German language to the Germans. Yeah. So I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Go and support Mimi on her channel, and I'll leave the link on the description box. I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you for joining us.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Bye.